Hello, ladies. Okay, so I am a hot mess right now, but I have a clean face. I use my cleanser, so I wanted to show you guys how to do the makeup. I had posted a picture of my makeup about a week ago, and I got a lot of messages asking me how I do my makeup because it looked really good. And I had promised to do the video, but then I got sick, and so I am finally able to make the video for you guys. So after I've cleansed my skin, I always clean my skin in the morning and I do it at night. So first thing you want to start with, and I'm still a little congested, I don't know what allergies, whatever, but I just get congested, so just bear with me. First thing, primer. You always want to put this primer on because it sets your face. And this video is going to be more of a self-explanatory video, so it's going to be a little bit longer than the way it actually takes me to do my video, or takes me to actually do my makeup. So you're going to start with a little bit of your Glorious primer, and this actually is a must-have because it goes on silky smooth. And it helps to set your makeup and makes it last a lot longer. Now, I'm not going to put it on my eyes because we have just recently released our new eye primer, and this stuff is like budge proof. Now, during the winter, I get a lot of dry skin here and a lot around my nose. So I have switched over to the BB cream for right now. It's a complexion enhancer, so while you're wearing it, it helps your complexion, and I have noticed it. Looking in here, I have a lot of uneven skin tones and everything. And then once you're done, if you have any excess, you can put it, my hair's not down, but you can put it through your hair if you're getting ready in the morning, and it helps keep your flyaways, and it helps make your hair very smooth. Okay, now what I'm going to use is our blush brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take our BB cream. Now I'm going to put a couple drops on here, and then I'm actually taking our concealer. My BB cream is in Bisque, and my concealer is in Velour. So I'm going to put a little bit onto, and it comes out like that. So you're going to mix this in. So what you're going to do is you're going to blot prior to. I'm also looking into a mirror as well. So you're going to buff it into your skin. And you can already see the difference. And I clean my brushes, I try to daily, if not every other day. So you're just going to want to buff. And these are probably the best brushes I have used. I've had these for so long. And every once in a while you're going to get some little straggly pieces of hair that come off. It is made of Capra. But this bad boy has lasted me for a very long time. I've never had a really nice brush set. I've always went to Walmart, got like the e.l.f. cosmetic ones. So you can see what it has done for my skin so far by mixing it. And if you do want a little bit of moisturizer into your foundation, you can take some of our eye serum and put about 2 drops in there, and it will actually help your complexion. Alright, so that's done. What I'm going to use is our mineral concealer. and I have mine in Fresh, and there are other colors to choose from as well. So I'm going to shake some into the top, and then I'm going to still use a blush brush, and I am going to use that into our skin as well. I didn't put enough, obviously. And I'm messy when I do my makeup, so. Five minutes in, we're still doing the face. It's because I'm talking a lot. But I'm trying to help some of the ladies that wanted some help on how to do their makeup. Because I have gotten a lot of compliments on how to do it. And there's so many ways you can do this. Matching your foundation is a lot more complicated. You're going to want to let us know, like, if you want to be color matched, we need to know, you know, if you have oily, dry, combination skin, that's going to determine the best concealer foundation for you. If you have oily skin, you're probably not going to want to use our cream touch foundation. If you have dry skin, you may want to go with BB cream and like a powder. Sometimes I do use my powder, the powder foundation, but I have started using, it's just like Bare Minerals, but you get so much more and it lasts for so long. And it's so much better for your skin than Bare Minerals. I found out that Bare Minerals has quite a bit of stuff in it that I don't want to put on my face. So, as you can see, gone. Now, if you do want to continue to do, and I have so many brushes, it is insane of how many brushes I have in this case. I have my little brush case. And that's what's going to come in when you order the complete set of brushes, which they are totally worth it. So right now, I am going to grab my concealer. If you have a lot of dark circles under your eyes or bags, what I usually do is even though I've mixed it in, I still go ahead and do like a triangle under my eyes, which I am going to do in the mirror. Because it is so hard to do your makeup in the phone. It is insane. So, this is the concealer brush, by the way. And it's great for putting on concealer, just in case you want a little extra. Okay, one more. Just kind of like a little triangle under your face. And if you have blemishes, you can, you know, cover the little spot up with it as well, just a little extra coverage. It seems like when you hit 30, which yes, I am 30, you start getting the terrible adult acne that comes along with it. Alright, so we are done. And you don't have to go back and reuse it, but I just take my brush that I had the powder on, and I just go back over it real quick. Alright, so face done. And what I do next, I always use my blusher. Now I use mine in Sweet, and I have actually had this since I started almost a year ago. It'll be a year in February 10th. It'll be my 1 year with Younique. So, that's how much has been gone, and I actually use it every day. I'm going to take the blush brush that we have with Younique. Alright. And it's very concentrated, so you don't need a lot. So I usually brush mine off. And then you can find your areas if you make a fish face. So you just want to get that in there. See, I kind of know where mine are now since I've done my makeup a bazillion times by practicing and doing videos and so forth. So there we go. All right. So let me move this stuff out of the way. So next, we will start. We can do the beachfront bronzer, which all I do is I take the powder brush, and it has a matte side and a shimmery side. So you want to mix those two together. And then I just usually do it down here and then on my forehead. You can put it all over your face if you want. That's not an issue. But I usually do my T-zones and then down here. Give me a little bit of color because I'm getting pale and I don't go tanning or anything. So, okay, so as far as eyes go, this is our new eye primer. I suggest you get it because it is amazing. And I know I say amazing a lot, but it really is amazing. Like once you put it on, it doesn't budge. So it's a flesh colored, and then once you rub it in, and I put it all over my eye, just in case I want to add a little extra above. And then if you plan on doing anything in your crease, just rub it around your crease as well. And it comes out really fast, and you only need really a little bit. So I probably just put too much on my finger, which is not a problem, but it'll last you for a while. And honestly, all I'm doing is really going to the post office, and I have to go babysit later. So I'll just be looking good for it. Okay. So once that's on, just let it dry for a minute. Now what I'm going to do is how I did my makeup the other day in the video. I'm going to use Pallette 3. Now everyone has their own tips, so you're going to watch tons of videos with different presenters that do it completely different. This is the way that works for me. I like it. I love the way it looks. Everyone does their stuff differently. It's fine. Take tips from each one and just use it. So what I am actually going to be doing, sorry I'm all up in your view, and I do have to admit that I have two that are not Younique. I got them off Amazon. This one's good for contouring, and this one has like a little indentation in the middle, if you can see, where you can drop your foundation in the middle and use it. But as I have found out, these are not as good quality as ours. So they were cheap, you know, I just wanted to try them out and see how they were. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take our liner shader brush. And it's going to look funny at first, just bear with me. So I'm going to take the darker color, which is Irate, and each palette you get, you're going to have some that are matte and some that are shimmery. So just be aware of that when you order. So I'm going to take Irate, or you can, if you have our Skeptical cream shadow, you can use that for your liner. Or if you have eye pigments such as like Risque and so forth, you can use that as well. So I am just going to go ahead and show you how I do mine in my mirror. And then I also go just a little bit underneath as well. Yes, it looks funny. Just wait. And you're going to do your other side. Alright. So you're going to wipe it off. I just use my hand. Why not? Next, I am going to use my Feisty. It is our pigment powder. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to tap some in there. And I'm still using my liner brush. to get into the cracks. It's so hard to do it on the phone. Okay. Still looks funny, just wait. Okay, so as you can see, now, what I'm going to do is use the other end, and the key is blending. You want to blend. If you do not blend, you're going to look like a clown. So what I'm going to do is just sit here and blend it in, starting with the ivory color. Alright, and see how it's blended? Looks a lot better than it did prior to, huh? And then you got a little bit right here that you can have to kind of bring out your eyes. So we're going to blend this as well. And you may want to rub it off just so you can blend it. Now you don't want to blend it to the point where you're pretty much taking it off. You just want to blend it in. Alright. And I have gotten a little bit extra than I wanted, so all you gotta do is just wipe it off. Alright. So we need a little more blending. There we go. So there's your eyes, if you can see. And I'll show you the completed product up close once it's done. I know my hair is a mess. I just throw it up and get out of my face. Which I will do that real quick because it looks god-awful. Now the eye primer, literally, like, it's not coming off. It's going to last you all day. And sometimes I fall asleep in my makeup and it's still on. Alright, so now that you have done your eyes, mascara. You're going to have your gel and your fiber lashes. Now, I have made the mistakes, and don't laugh at me, where I have taken the gel and the fiber off. I have stuck the fiber brush into the gel brush, but it's okay. It will still work. Wipe it off and stick it back into the sorry, I'm having a brain fart, into the fibers. You will have no problem. So, depending on if you want to have length or volume. I have a lot of volume, just not a lot of length. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you and try not to make the mascara face, but I'm going to do it actually in here. You're going to want to focus on your ends if you want the length. If you want the volume, you're going to want to start from your waterline up. So, I'm going to get all up in your business. And of course, see, I didn't blend very well. And I just got mascara on my face. But guess what? Wipes right off. So, do over, under strokes. How about I just not talk while we do this? And I do blink. So once that is done, You can already see a little bit. You're going to want to use your fibers. Do not pump over and over. A lot of girls, and I used to be guilty of this, I used to sit there and pump the mascara, lets the air in, and it dries it out a lot quicker. So I have found a lot of my customers that are saying, hey, you know, my mascara is drying out. And I asked them, I said, hey, do you pump it a couple times before you put it on? Oh, yeah, I do that. That causes air to build into your mascara, which will dry it out quicker. This usually has a shelf time of about 3 to 4 months. Once you've hit the 3 to 4 month mark, it's time to reorder. Then you want to use your fibers and simply go up and down. And you're going to have some flyaways. This is a naturally based product, which is completely okay. Don't worry about those. They're going to stick onto your gel. Blow a little bit off. All right. Follow up your gel. You don't want the fibers falling into your face, so make sure that you cover it evenly. And yes, I'm a mess when I do it, especially when I'm looking at a phone and a mirror. Sorry if you can see it my nose. That's not really what I wanted to show you. Okay. So now you can see, yes, which I will get rid of right now. And usually I can end up doing the one eye better than the other eye, which I found with the new 3D Plus mascara. It is so much easier to get any excess off of your face, where our older formula, you had to pretty much like rub it off for like 5 minutes to get off the excess. This stuff comes right off. So let's do the other eye. And just back and forth motions. And you can already see it building just from the mascara. This is 100% hypoallergenic, ophthalmologist tested and approved. Even if you get a fiber in your eye, it is not going to irritate your eye, because trust me, I have been doing this for almost a year and I have gotten many fibers in my eye, and it has not once irritated it. I've slept in this mascara, no eye infections. Okay, so time for your fibers. But you're going to focus on your tips. And then you want to seal them back in with the fibers, or the gel, sorry. Yeah, I know. Fiber got away. But he didn't stay long. You can see the volume and the length. Look at that. Okay. Now you can always go back and do a second coat. That is not an issue. when you go back and do a second coat, you just do the same exact method. If you want, just depending, if you're just going to work and you just want, you know, the one coat, or if you're going out, you may want 2 coats. So I just do really quick. Okay, now we're going on 25 minutes, which is fine. Mascara face. Everybody makes a mascara face. And then you can just go back over it just with the gel if you like. Now, I typically do not do the gel and fiber on my bottom unless like I have a really big event from just going out. I just usually use the gel on my bottoms, which, I mean, look at it. And yes, it does take practice to do this. It takes time to learn. So don't beat yourself up if it doesn't look perfect. So then, what I want to do, I have my Younique brow and lash comb. So if you want, if you do have any, maybe I should do it up here. There we go. Get any of the, which you don't typically find a lot. I'm just a big super perfectionist, so like I have to have everything perfect. So, alright, so we've done our eyes. Now I have gotten a little bit, and what I'm going to do, I wish I had a Q-tip with me, but if you do get any above your eyes, the primer is actually good to remove it. I just take a Q-tip and then see where all the marks are. It'll take those away without messing up your makeup. There we go. Just make sure. Now I'm rubbing them on. And if you want, you can take your blush brush and just kind of sweep over if you like, in case you have any fibers anywhere. Okay. This is a must-have. Seriously, there's so many uses for it. I love it. And I just want to get that. So, my coordination is completely off today. So then, wipe off all my, I make such a mess. I make a mess everywhere I go. Now, brows. I use medium, and here's a brow gel. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to make, my eyes are all screwed up. I just want them a little bit thicker. So you want to do just light strokes, and it's a retractable pencil, and see how skinny it is compared to all the other bulkier ones. So you're just going to want to fill in any areas. You can arch them, you can do whatever you want. I just like to make mine a little bit bigger. Now we're going on 30 minutes, where it usually takes me about 10 minutes to do all of this. And it does have a little spoolie at the end, so you can actually brush it. So compared to this one, so you're going to want to do the same thing in this one, just light strokes. See, it looks a lot better than it did before. My brows have been so messed up by either people waxing it off too much or say, hey, I just want a little, little wax. And then you end up taking off like half your eyebrows. So mine are still growing in. So, brow gel, medium. This, even if you just get this helps, this has our fiber, like you find in our fiber mascara. This has that in there. This will help fill in any sparse areas that you do have in your eyebrows. And it also helps tame really thick eyebrows, so they don't go everywhere. So you just want to lightly